So here I am right now to talk about this cave-dwelling refugee by the name of Stephen Andrew Russell, and allegedly he's 61, and that is a diabolical 61. And he is now in custody because he shot his neighbor during a racist altercation. So I'm assuming his neighbor is not white, because I don't want to specify. I'm not sure exactly what ethnicity his neighbor is as of yet. I don't want to just jump out the window and say that he's black, but we know that he ain't white. And then in the process, he threatened to kill the detective. And look at this. He's still alive, still breathing. It doesn't look like he has any bruises or scrapes or anything on his face or anything like that. I can't really determine where else on the body he possibly could have been injured, but as of right now, we don't see any visible injuries. And this is coming out of Clarksville, Tennessee. A man charged with attempted murder after shooting his neighbor during a racist altercation also threatened to kill a Clarksville police detective, according to court records. Stephen Andrew Russell, age 61, allegedly was arrested August 27th and charged with attempted murder, tampering with evidence, and theft of property. On August 26th, police responded to a shooting in Summit Heights, according to court records obtained by Clarksville Now. While officers were en route to a second call was received by 911, but this time from Russell, who reported he had shot and killed his neighbor. Oh snap, I didn't know he killed the neighbor, I just thought he shot him. The neighbor was found with multiple gunshot wounds and transported to Tennova Healthcare Clarksville with non-life-threatening injuries. Oh, so he didn't die, he just reported that he killed him, but he didn't know he wasn't dead. Russell told officers his neighbor had hit him with a stick, and he was also taken to Tennova to be treated for a minor abrasion on his face. I'm trying to see where the abrasion is, because that would be very visible. Investigators discovered that prior to the shooting, there had been an altercation between Russell and his neighbor. This altercation was the result of a prolonged racial tension initiated by Russell towards his neighbor. Russell, who was white, allegedly antagonized his neighbor, who was black, so now we can say that he's black, according to CPD spokesperson Scott Beaubien, to the point where the neighbor struck Russell with his walking cane. Russell then pulled out a .22 caliber revolver and fired at his neighbor, according to the records. The neighbor was shot in the arm and retreated to his front porch. Russell continued firing until the weapon was empty, striking him again, the records said. Russell then left the scene. He told investigators he dropped the gun in a nearby storm drain so it couldn't be used against him. Officers searched but were unable to find the gun. During that search, they found a 12-gauge shotgun that, when ran through the National Crime Information Center, was determined to be stolen. Russell said the shotgun was his and he had found it months prior, according to the records. That means it was most likely stolen, because if it was a registered gun like they say, then and he found it, that wasn't his gun to take, and he took it because he said, oh, I found it, so I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna be honest, if I just found a random gun just lying somewhere, I would not pick that up. It's not like it's money. If you find money has no name attached to it unless it's a check. But if it's cash, hey, take it. But if it's a gun, like, I wouldn't be dumb enough to just pick up a random gun, because if it's registered and they can trace it back, then hey, that's on you. He said he shot his neighbor because he was in fear for his life, that he was happy about shooting him and he had hoped his neighbor would die. He also continued to use racial names for his neighbor, and when informed that his neighbor would survive, Russell told investigators he was going to kill him again and shoot him between the eyes. When Russell was told he would be charged with tampering with evidence, he became more enraged. He said he still had the gun, and when he was released from jail, he was going to kill the lead detective. Russell has a court hearing on September 10th. A public defender has been appointed. I paused the video briefly to see if I could find anything updated as far as what came of his hearing that happened on the 10th, because I am recording this video on September 20th, 2021. So it is 10 days after the original posting of what was supposed to be happening at that particular trial, but nothing has been available as of yet. So I don't know what the outcome of that is. But this guy's extremely bold. Like, he wanted to kill his neighbor badly, and he is mad as hell that he didn't do it, and even said that he was going to kill him when he got out of jail. Like, he's that confident that he was going to get out of jail, and then said that he would kill the lead detective. And get this, he's still alive. He is still breathing. After making all of those threats and all of that, he's still here. He's still breathing. That is dub privilege on high alert, on high display. And he looks like he came out of Travis County, Texas. Those of you who know of Travis County, Texas know exactly what movie I am alluding to. Now, I don't know what the outcome is going to be of this. I'm glad the neighbor is still alive. They may need to put him in witness protection or something like that. And they need to keep this guy behind bars for the safety of that black man that he tried to kill. Because he said out of his own mouth that he would do it. He would come out and he would kill him. He wants him gone. And he said that out of his own mouth. There was no kind of confusion. Like they try to say, well, maybe he meant it. Nope. He said what the hell he said, and he meant it. Take it at face. Don't even take it at face value. Take it for what it is. And he said what he said, and he meant every word of it. No more do we have to speculate when people say they're going to do something. Like he actually said out of his own mouth that when he gets out, because he's sure he's going to get out of jail, he's going to kill this man. Because he even called the cops and said that he killed him, only to find out the man survived. He thought he killed him, but he didn't. And when he found out he didn't, he said, I'm going to kill him and I'm going to kill the lead detective. But he made all of these threats and he's still able to breathe. He's still walking around here. Amazing, isn't it? Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments.